I'm filled with the fire of 1,000 cowboys, and I cannot be stopped. And you know what else cannot be stopped? This podcast. You know why? Because viewers / listeners / readers like you are liking, subscribing. You are joining the Discord, and you're telling Brendan what color pants he should wear on the next podcast. That's right. Go on our Discord and tell Brendan what color pants he should do on the next podcast. I don't know what vocal fry is. I'm going to keep talking. Anyway, if you're having a great time and you want more fries in your vocals, you should go to our coffee page and just give us monies. Okay.
Wow.
We're caught in a loop here. We're caught in a loop, and we're out of it because we need you to recommend your podcast to everyone, including your friend wearing green pants today. If you see anyone wearing green pants today, you must recommend the podcast to them. I am now finished talking. It's back to Will.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. It seems like you were kind of stuck in a rotation there, so I was gonna jump in when you were like, give us our money, and I'm gonna be like, and that's what Hubie says as the monster drops from the ceiling.
Damn, that's good. That's good.
Damn, that's good.
It's good.
Yeah, you guys will have to really take on these other characters that you have in control. So last time, you guys have set off on this adventure with your 3 new stealthy strike team companions, Hubie, Sylvester, and Bug, in the hopes of tracking down these undead monsters / creatures and some kind of armored figure that was at the head of them. You've traveled a couple days. You are now in this large cavern with these 2 will-o'-the-wisps that are moving about, and all of a sudden from the ceiling has dropped something that looks even more twisted and horrible than Sefel, if you can believe it.
I'll take exception to that.
And outside of the pod recordings, we have called them Sefel's horrible cousin. What was his name? Cletus Hess?
I said
Cletus.
inbred cousin Cletus Hess.
Inbred. Thank you. Thank you. The clarifications inspire a whole new picture for our audience. So this is good. This is great for everybody. So we have already rolled for initiative, and the first person to go is Noban, who is going to move 30 feet forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Getting right up next to Hubie on the left-hand side, pretty much. And they are now within 25 feet of the horrifying illithid-esque creature and the first will-o'-the-wisp. And he charges forward and goes, "By the power of Aslan," and holds up his holy symbol and is going to cast Turn Undead, his channel divinity.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So those 2 need to make their wisdom saving throws. So the horrible Mind Flayer-esque creature got a 16, which just passes. The Will-o'-the-Wisp, the closest one, fails. So let me just double check here, because I feel like somebody's watching me. So Noban's level 8, destroy undead. At 5th level, when your undead fails its saving throw against the undead, it instantly destroyed if its CR is half or lower. Will-o'-the-Wisp, it's not instantly destroyed. Sorry everybody, that was so excited for that. I was like, yes, more things off the board. However, there's a couple other things I have to roll.
Secrets are no fun unless you share with everyone.
Unless they do damage, then you can keep them to yourself.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. You, from to the southwest of you all of a sudden see flash into the light these long, shadowy figures that all of a sudden just and disappear as they are instantly killed because they all failed against the channel divinity.
All right, that's bad.
And that is Noban's action. So Scylla, you are now up. You see this horrifying vampiric kind of monstrosity over there, these will-o'-the-wisps, and you just saw these shadows burn into the light because of Noban. What do you want to
Okay.
do?
I mean, this like creepy mind flayer looking dude. I'm going to bonus action rage.
Oh shit! No,
I'm going to
please.
rage.
No, stop!
And Scylla's going to stalk forward with her short sword and her trident in one hand and her shield on the other.
Don't love that.
And
You get closer, and these like horrible fanged tentacles are just like flapping your face. Just
ugh.
yeah, it's horrible. Cletus is disgusting.
Yeah.
I will say, I think Scylla probably finds some like aquatic similarities in this person, so she probably doesn't think they're that gross.
Oh, she's probably like,
Probably
hell
not.
yeah, dude. Love what you got
Yes.
here.
A
This
strong
vibe is great.
combatant.
Finally.
It's a 16 to
I've
hit.
been waiting for this. Oh, yes. That's a hit.
Good. 7 points, not amazing, but I do have a
Okay.
second attack,
Shit.
and that one's a 27 to hit.
Yes, yes. Mhm.
And that one's gonna be 10 more points of piercing.
Okay. You stabbing into it with the trident is just. You see the tentacles are trying to like latch onto you as you are striking at it. And this like blue ichor is kind of coming out of its horribly emaciated form.
Terrifying. Okay, that is it for me.
All right. Well, good for you, Scylla.
Hmm.
It's now this guy's turn. Cletus, what's up?
Uh-oh.
It's official,
Yep.
y'all.
Ready
Let's
for
go to
this?
Martinera.
He is going to lash out at you with a claw.
Uh-oh.
Yes. 16 plus a whole bunch. 23 to hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yes. Yes. Let's go, Cletus. Let's fucking go. That is 10 points of slashing damage. And guess what? There's more.
You want to see what this mouth do?
No.
More.
He says
No,
that.
it's
No.
wait. We're gonna get there. This is the claw first. This is the handy. Okay.
Ugh.
You
Already, I
take
got excited.
so you took 10 points of slashing damage. You're gonna take an 11 more points of necrotic damage.
Ugh,
Uh-oh.
brutal.
Uh-oh, I'm in danger.
I can't have that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Mhm.
Okay. And now we're gonna swipe at you with a tentacle. Nope. That's a. Damn it. That's an 11. So
No.
totally miss. It just like you hear this tentacled like maw hit your shield and just kind of scrape down it. However, it is going to kind of like circle around you as it's making all these hits, getting to directly kind of to the south of you and closer to Nobon, Hubie, Sylvester, Bug, Cephel, and the others. And all of a sudden, it's like horrible undulating head just, and then there's kind of like this pulse of psionic energy
Oh
as
no.
in a
Oh, no.
30-foot sphere.
Uh-oh.
It uses disrupt psyche, so I'm gonna create a
Jesus.
aura here for all of us to see. And anybody that's caught in that, so Nobon, Hubie, Sylvester, and Bug and Scylla are all caught in this. So I need you guys to make intelligence saving throws.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say Bug is super smart.
You're just gonna say that? You're just gonna skip
Yeah.
over his stat?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's this thing called manifestation.
Okay, yeah. Sylvester is a -1.
Okay, Nobon passed with an 18, so let me just see if there's a thing on a failure here. Nope, you're fine on a success. Sorry, not on a failure. So, Scylla, what'd you get?
I rolled for a Sylvester first. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Sylvester got a 13.
That's a fail. He is incapacitated for 1 minute. As his mind is just completely overtaken with these horrible like howls and screams in their mind. It does get to repeat his saving throw on the end of its turns. But Sylvester is down. Now give me Scylla.
I don't want to say. Scylla got a 6.
Oh,
That's a
no.
fail.
Yeah.
Incapacitated. I love this little
Sadly.
icon that's like a guy gripping his head and he's screaming. That's what we're
It's
going to
exactly
use.
Perfect.
And I will say that was me rolling with advantage for my shield.
Oh my god.
Ooh. But that wasn't a spell. That was just an ability.
Oh. It just says saving throws, I think.
No. It's against magic specifically.
Oh. Well, it doesn't matter. It was bad either way.
It's okay. Cool.
It failed you.
Hubie,
Hubie got a 15.
you just succeed.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
And Bug.
Bug got a 17.
Bug is A-okay. That sneaky slipping of a higher intelligence really saved him
Super
there.
fucking yeah. Should I not have added a plus 13?
Manifested. Yeah, right.
All right, and that is Cletus's turn. It is now Ricard's.
Excellent.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Yes. He like looks at Seuss. Seuss gives him like one just nod. And he's gonna move 35 feet towards Cletus. And then he is going to throw his dagger at him.
No, please. That's Cletus talking. He's like, no, please, I'm actually educated.
I went to Yale.
That's only a 14, though. Is that?
That's a miss.
Well, you know, he's gonna go ahead and bonus action dash.
No. Fuck.
He's gonna run.
Rogues! Stop it! Please, sir. Please, I am the good one.
Prearranged strategy.
My cousin, he is the evil one. Kill him. He's in line with Orcus.
And that's Ricard's turn. He has to go back to that dagger later, but that's for later.
All right, well, it's Hubie's turn. So what's the other rogue doing, my
Oh
boo?
my god, I'm so glad you asked. You know, this is gonna freak you out, Matt. He's also gonna throw a dagger, but
What the?
but his dagger is made of psionic magic. As Hubie like holds out a hand and a like bluish silver like just jagged edge appears in it, and he just whips it at Cletus.
All right.
Ooh, that's a much better roll. So that is going to be 12 plus. Man, so wait. Oh, sorry. I did my math wrong. I'm back.
Okay,
I'm back.
that happens.
It's a 19. It's a 19.
That's a hit.
Excellent. And I will be getting this attack sneaky style.
Nice.
Oh no, actually, do I get this sneaky style? Because Scylla's incapacitated, so maybe not.
No, I would say
Yeah,
not
you're-
if she's
yeah, you're right.
incapacitated. Because Cletus is now like turning to everybody else now.
Stupid meat shield couldn't even meat shield.
Whoa.
That was fighting words.
You can
Maybe
hear
I
what
won't
say.
even.
That is 7 points of damage.
What type of damage?
Piercing, I believe. It's a fine question.
It's not psychic.
want you to double check you.
I don't. Nope. You're totally right. It is psychic damage.
This psychic blade flashes towards Cletus, and you see Cletus just like this magic radiate out from him, and all of a sudden the dagger is like slightly dissipated. Still hurts him a little bit, but he's like, "You thought you could hurt me." And you think he has resistance.
Well. Yep. Hubie runs 60 feet to the west. Using his bonus action to dash.
Guys, this is great. Bye. All right. I'll reveal some more of the area for Hubie to consider hiding in.
Excellent. Oh, look at those great hiding places. So cool.
I don't like how large
many.
this map is.
Well, that's what happens.
It sounds like we're just getting started here.
I have Susuro, but I have written here in the initiative tracker. I was like, I can't write Dr. Seuss. I know how to spell it, but I was like, I shouldn't. But I wrote Dr. Sus.
Hell yeah.
Just to abbreviate, so it's Dr. Sus right now. So Dr. Sus's turn.
They called me Dr. Sus.
Like a real sus duck. I can't speak.
It's okay. We're all on a good track record for our communication skills this evening.
English and math are like our best stats.
Yeah. If only that were true. I'm going to use my bonus action to do an adroit analysis on Cletus.
Oh, what?
What?
Yeah, now it's time to get real fun with the homebrew bullshit. So with adroit analysis, I can now use my intelligence modifier for attacks against him, and I can learn something more about him. In this case, I want to know if he has any resistances, immunities, or vulnerabilities.
And you just get all of those right away, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So he is resistant to necrotic and psychic. His immunities are charmed, exhaustion, and frightened. And that's it.
And then as my action, I'm going to give an attack order to Bug. I'm going to... Susie's going to turn to him. Bug! Seize the offensive now! Get him! And next time you attack Bug, you get an extra attack.
Oh, shit.
Booyah. So what is that? Bug's level 5, so that's 3 attacks
That's
from Bug.
3 attacks.
3 attacks
Now, how does that work if I wanted to action surge? Would I get that
only...
third attack?
No, just once.
Aw.
So it'd just be 5 attacks.
5.
Yeah, only 5.
Yeah, only 5, which is...
Yeah.
It's okay.
Ugh, so bad, yeah. Okay, that's
Thanks,
the
Doc.
end of your turn, Dr. Sus.
Yes, I'll take one quick step backwards just to get out of that psychic rend sphere.
Oh yeah, sorry, I can take that down. That doesn't
no,
stay up
you
once
can
it's
stay
done.
right there. I can, it's fine. I like knowing where not to go.
It's just a one and done kind of a thing. So you're fine. You're good.
Okay.
All right. Then it is Sylvester's turn, who's incapacitated. However, he can make a new intelligence saving throw against the Disrupt Psyche ability. Let's go, Sam. Can't have both of your characters out. Or you can.
I got a 7 minus 1 for a 6.
Good job. He is living the best life in his sleepy lizard dreams.
Just chilling out.
He's adorable,
thinking of
and that's all that
eating
matters.
Bug
Bugs.
right now. Yeah.
Good on him.
If only Bugs could know. All right, it is Sephel's turn.
Okay, Sephel is going to... How does Cletus look? Has he taken any significant damage, or is he looking fine?
He's just there, just... You're just like, what the fuck? It's
he's
hard to
creepy
tell.
looking.
Yeah.
Okay. He is a source of that crazy psychic stuff, though, so that probably has to get dealt with. I'm going to cast a Scorching Ray at 3rd level.
Fuck.
So that's going to be 4
It's
rays.
like 37 rays. Okay, cool.
Just 4,
Oh, well.
It's almost 37.
Okay.
So yeah, we're casting that. All right.
Here
First
comes
ray.
4 attacks.
Okay.
Miss.
I'm going to roll all of these, and then I'll roll the damage accordingly. So 22 for the first.
That's a hit.
17.
Hit. So we have
Okay.
2 hits.
20. Another 22.
That's a hit.
and 26.
All 4 hit. So that's 12d6?
No, it's 2d6 per, so 8d6.
Okay. It's only 8d6, guys. It's okay.
Dang.
Cletus is just...
Sufel, why?
Brother, no, brother.
Exactly.
You're like a brother.
And then he starts burning alive.
I can do math. 31. 32 points of fire damage.
Wow. Oh, Cletus ain't looking good now.
Okay. Your resemblance disturbs me. And then Safel is going to take just a step back.
Oh, okay, a good 10-foot step back. All right.
Yeah, you know,
well,
just...
it's nice. It's Bug's turn.
Okay.
With his three attacks, thanks
Yep.
to Dr. Seuss.
Yep. And unlike Safel, Bug is not a coward. So Bug is going to brandish his lance. He is going to step forward with that sweet 10-foot reach. And he's going to make... Oh, I'm on Safel's character sheet. He's going to make all 3 attacks with his lance.
Do you not have disadvantage if you're not mounted?
No, I have disadvantage. I have to use 2 hands if I'm not mounted, and I have
Okay,
disadvantage if I'm within 5 feet.
Good. Just double checking.
Note, thank you for keeping me honest. I am a liar. First one is 19.
That's a hit.
Okay. Second one is also 19.
Second hit.
That one probably not. 14.
That is a miss.
Okay. 2d12 plus 8.
Plus 8 to each, right?
Plus 4 to each.
Oh, okay. All right. Great. That's so much better. I get it.
I rolled on both sides of the spectrum. I rolled a 12 and a 2, so that's 14
Okay.
plus 8. I can do math. 22
All right.
points of piercing damage.
Cletus is
Still alive.
still up. Barely.
Oh,
He's not looking great. You gonna burn that sweet. Okay,
Oh,
I was
yeah,
gonna
he
say, are
wants
you
it.
gonna do
He
it?
wants it.
I want it.
Bug is just standing over Cletus's body and then looks down at Safel and is like, he talks in a normal voice and is like, "You're no fighter." Spits on her.
Okay. 2 more. Is that a 9 or a 6? It's a 9, so 16?
That's a hit.
Okay.
Dang it.
Second attack is a 19, so that's good.
Yeah. AC 15, not great.
Okay, it's only another 2d12. You'll be fine. Shake it off.
It's so good. Yep.
Walk it off, bud. Oh my god. I could have been rolling like this for 2 fucking years. That's all I'm saying. 22 plus 8, so 30 points of piercing damage.
Bug just runs Cletus through. And he's like picking the lance up into the air, and Cletus is like sinking down on it more with its dead corpse.
I imagine it's like inhuman amounts of speed that you see with the lance, like jab, to the point where it's like a blur. He pauses for a second, assesses, sees Cletus still like standing, and just goes jab.
In that pause, Cletus is like, meh, and then Bug just skewers him. All right, good. Is that the entirety of Bug's turn?
That is Bug's turn.
Good, great, awesome. It's the Will-O-Wisp's turn, and now I can
Great.
get rid of... For everybody at home that was wondering, that was a Vampiric Mind Flayer.
Vampiric.
That's
Yes.
crazy. He's a bad boy.
Hate that.
Would that
Why
be
do I-
too, Cletus?
Why do I feel like he had some terrible shit that we didn't allow him to do?
Oh, you definitely did. All right, the Will-O-de-Wisp It's got 50 feet of movement.
Oh, wow.
Only 50?
Only 50. It's gonna move the closest one to everybody. So the one to the kind of mostly to the west is gonna move southeast 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over to Nobon.
Sorry,
And
did
is
Nobon
going-
turn him?
I think you're correct. Fuck.
Mm.
Shoot. So he's got to run. Me. He starts running
He's
away.
running a long way.
Okay, well, guess what? It's the second will-o'-the-wisp's turn. Because I got another one. And it kind of like semi-winks out of existence for a moment. And then appears next to Scylla. And is going to attempt to shocky you.
Okay.
Fuck. That's a 7 to hit.
No.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Nice. Okay, well, that's the will-o'-the-wisp's turn. But that's not all, folks.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah, surprise me with more things. Dr. Seuss, you feel this intense cold come around you as this shadow pops up from behind and is going to attempt to strength drain you.
Oh, I don't love that.
That's a cock die. Fuck! It's only a 6. That misses.
That's not gonna hit. No.
Yeah. Well, as a bonus action, it is going to take the hide action. And disappears. Bug all of a sudden feels that same coldness as a shadow pops up next to them and is going to attempt to strength drain them.
Oh dear.
That is a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Yes. Drain them of their strength. Take everything. That is 9 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And you are going to take 4 points reduced to your strength score. That was max.
Oh boy.
Yeah, not great. Hey, is everybody familiar with shadows? Because if you go to 0 on your strength score, you die.
Whoa.
But Will, what if your character has a really low strength score? Because he's like a
Then
man.
you're in
You-
Then you're
very
fucked.
a lot of danger.
You-
Yeah.
You die faster.
You die quicker. Yeah.
I need to track this.
Okay.
I can't edit bug sheet, so I need to track this elsewhere.
Yes, you should write that down. Sifel,
Yes,
I don't
dearie.
know how, but in your undead form, you feel cold as a shadow comes for you.
This is bullshit.
That's a natural 17 plus
Yeah,
4
like you-
for a 21.
Like you need help hitting Safel.
That is 8 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And
What's the fell's strength?
2 points minus from your strength score.
Safel's strength is a flat 10. So
This
it
is
is
going
now.
to be easy.
Now it's 8.
Goodbye, Seville.
Override
And then the
mother-
shadow bonus action is going to attempt to hide. And then we are back up at the top of the order with Nobon. Nobon, what are you going to do, sir? Interesting. What spells do we have at your disposal as a cleric? Yes,
Let that
yes.
cake
Maybe the
of
one that
cleric
gets rid of
cook.
shades.
He is going to cast light over on Dr. Seuss. What is it Dr. Seuss carrying anything in particular?
He has nothing out right now, but he has like his cloak on and whatnot.
Okay, so then he casts light on your cloak as he's like, the light shall banish them from the darkness. And you now have have, let's double check that, a 20-foot glowing radius. Lovely. Good. We love this for you and for everyone. And let's see.
Does that
Who's
reveal the shade in there? Or?
I was just double checking that.
Well-
I believe it would, but Sam, you sounds like you have something to say.
Far be it from me to hurt my own team, but I think you have to be touch range for that light.
Oh shit! Are you? Oh Sam! Oh Sam! Sam! No!
I'm sorry. I was
can't
like,
believe
"What?"
Yes.
I can't
Yes!
believe you've done this.
The rules lawyer is with you.
Well, that's good. That's good. You don't have the light. No Bond's like, why isn't it working?
Mm.
Why?
Get fucked.
Scylla sits up and is like, that doesn't work. You have to touch him, and then goes back down.
Go back to sleep.
That's not how spells.
It's not how it works. Learn your fucking spells.
Sithel gets a nosebleed as Scylla just starts spouting how spells work.
Yeah, right.
It's like, what is happening?
Yeah, Dr. Seuss pushes up, like, does that stupid anime, like, pushes up their glasses, and you hear the little click, and he's like, well, actually, this is not how it works either.
He could cast it on himself.
He could. You know what? He'll do that. Thank you. Thank you. No. This is, hey, you know what? Maybe he'll save Bug's life, because, hey, he'll save a Bug's life. Because that shadow reappears next to Bug, and
Nice.
that is Nobon's turn. Scylla, I'm gonna say, because the psychic disruption, the source of it, is gone, you are no longer incapacitated. You wake up at the beginning of your turn.
Go. All right. Scylla wakes up. She looks around. Dead squid on the floor. She turns around and there's a light next to her. This like creepy floating ball of light thing.
Yes, indeed.
And I will.
You're gonna
try
swing
it.
at it.
Yeah, I kind of think the flavor here is like she like tosses the trident a little bit in the air to like grab the end of it, and this is a baseball bat swing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, cool! I like it.
Better up.
And that is a 17 plus 8 for 25.
That's a hit. What kind of a weapon is this? Anything special about the trident whatsoever?
Yeah, it's a magical weapon. It's a +1.
Okay, great. Good. All right. Do your damage.
Okay. And that is 11 points of... The trident is piercing, but in my version right now, it's bludgeoning.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's not dead, but the will-o'-the-wisp grows a little bit fainter as your trident manages to hit it.
All right, then we're going in for a backswing.
Fuck.
It's
No.
a dirty 17 as well for another 25.
Yep.
which
The
is,
will-o'-wisp is like, please, no.
10 more points of bludgeoning.
And the will-o'-wisp is dead.
Nice.
Knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, it just goes, hits the cavern ceiling and wall, and you just see this little
Sports ball.
Oof.
hate
And then
to see it.
I'm gonna use my movement. That shade, is it reappeared because it's in the light? Is that right?
Yep.
All right.
So you're gonna get up with half of your movement, and then move the other half to get over there.
Yeah, and then I'll end my turn.
Okay, so you're just staring at the shadow menacingly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Cletus is dead. It's Ricard's turn.
Oh, excellent. Ricard will take another one of his knives from his belt. He's gonna run right up to the shade here, just full tilt anime run, and is gonna take a slash at the shade here.
Okay, cool. Love that.
That 20 is natural.
Fuck.
And I believe this target is very much threatened by others.
Yeah.
I get to roll a lot of dice now.
You get so many dice.
Happy rogue noises.
Ricard will never not be Calidor for me. Like, he's just approaching.
That was a really good call. I'm like trying to picture that if Mads Mikkelsen played him. Just how like ridiculous of getting this top-notch actor for that character.
Would have been so good though. Like, I just imagine Ricard doing that little, like, putting his
stupid little palm raise on the side. I hate that cliche in any anime. But then they were like, let's just do it off the side. I'm like, motherfuckers.
I think it's so funny.
47 points of piercing damage.
Holy
shit. Describe your shadow kill.
Bronte just runs full tilt, slashes through the shade, rolls past Scylla, uses his bonus action to dash, picks up his other dagger, and just like twirls them both and puts them into his belt.
Nice.
I like it. Cool. Great. It's Hubie's turn.
Oh yeah. Classic Hubie.
Classic.
Hubie is going
Heckin' classic.
He's gonna go ahead and move and then bonus action dash to get back next to Sylvester. And then I'd like to use his action to do a perception check and look around and see if we can find any more of these shades lurking.
Okay.
That is good. Perception is not his strong suit. That's a 15.
Doesn't manage to spot any of the other shades.
But what if I told you I was feeling lucky?
Motherfucker. I forgot I gave him the lucky feat.
You
Son
gave
of a
him
bitch.
lucky?
Yeah.
I thought you said you would never.
Well,
he lied.
Yeah. And then I was like, here's this gold tooth fucking goblin. That's a thief.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right.
That's an unnatural 20.
Okay. He notices.
I would like to psi empower Knacket to go up higher.
All right.
What?
No.
What? That didn't even sound like English. You want to sound
If he fails an ability check or skill check, he can use a psionic energy dice to add to it.
Well, you didn't fail, so you can hold on to that.
Okay.
Because...
I want to succeed harder, though.
Yeah. You spot the two shades, one right next to Dr. Seuss and one right next to Sifel.
Alright, he's going to call that out. I don't remember what he sounds like. One to the left of Sifel and one just to the northeast of Dr. Seuss.
Well, that's gotta be what he sounds like now.
Yeah, this grilled, completely tatted and pierced up gray goblin sounds like that. I love it.
Yeah, I was going for man, that's definitely not what he sounds like. There's no uncanny valley here. We're so far left, it must be okay.
It must be.
It's like an impression that's so bad that you can't actually get mad at it.
It's fair. Is that the end of Hubie's turn?
Yes.
All right, well, continuing with your 3 characters in a row, it is Dr. Seuss's turn.
Jesus.
Hell yeah.
And then it is Sylvester, Sifel, Bug, Willow, Wisps, and Shadows. What does Dr. Seuss do?
Dr. Seuss is going to use a bonus action to train his adroit analysis on the shade here.
Okay.
And I want to know, this time I can also ask what is the AC. And that's what I want to know this time.
12.
Okay. And then he is going to whip out a short sword from his belt and take a swing.
All right. Here we go.
That number is pretty low. Yep, that is too low. In fact, that's an 11.
Oh.
Damn. Yeah. The shadow just like slightly moves to the side.
He's wily, this one. But that's all I got, skis.
All right, cool. Sylvester.
Sylvester's going to bonus action Hail of Thorns.
No.
And I'm gonna go for the will-o-wisp.
Oh, the one that's fleeing way to the north.
Yes, that's the plan.
Okay, great.
So
cool.
that's a bonus action, and then the attack with the longbow here.
Mm-hmm.
I got a nat 1.
Ah, yes.
So...
that arrow just shatters in your hand, and you take 3 points of damage.
Sylvie might be off the team.
Oof. Knocked out. Gets up. Arrow splinters, and Scylla's like, "You're out!"
She's like, try harder.
Not good enough.
That's it.
Okay, Sefel, you're up. You see the shadow right behind you.
Yep. Okay, so Sefel is going to bonus action Misty Step.
You guys have bonus actions now.
I do.
What?
It took long enough.
They're learning. No.
Bonus action Misty Step 30 feet to the northwest, so I'm kind of next to Hubie here.
Okay.
And he's going to spin around, look at that shade, and he's going to cast Celestial Burst on it, which is a cantrip, so I can do that.
Wow, hey Sefel, it's me, Hubie. How's it going, bud?
Hubie must die.
I'll be talking about Hubie in therapy. That is a 21 to hit.
Legitimately don't know.
He was like a New Yorker accent. I think I
he's
gave
a
him
New
slightly. New Yorker.
I can make that nice and offensive. Excellent.
Okay. What you get there, Brendan?
It was a 21.
Yeah, that's a hit. Or was that the damage? Because you are like, I'm obviously gonna hit.
No, this is a cantrip.
Cantrip. But it does more damage at higher levels.
Oh, yeah, it totally does.
I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have said anything.
It does an additional D8. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Okay.
2d8. Don't max it.
Not fantastic. 11 points of radiant damage.
It's not totally... Wait, you said radiant?
Sure fucking did, baby.
Fuck, he's vulnerable. It explodes in a fiery burst. He's like, I'm alive! No! And that's it.
What a world!
Cool. So that's Fel's turn, I think. Unless you want to use your movement. Okay. It's Bug's turn. Bug.
Okay. Bug is going to... does Bug see...
Yes,
the
shadow and the will-o-wisp are visible.
Okay. You know... What kind of movement does Bug have? Bug has 30 feet.
Yes. He's just a bug.
I'm just
with
a
a
bug.
lance.
Life is a nightmare. He
And
is
Underdark
going
it is.
to... Okay. He's going to move his full complement of movement
Mm-hmm.
to the northwest,
Oh.
towards the will-o-wisp,
Will-o-wisp.
which is now 30 feet away.
Interesting. Interesting choice.
He is going to take
No.
his hand axe,
No.
and he's
No.
going...
Bug.
Bug, put the axe down, Bug.
He's going to throw it.
Please, sir, not the axe.
And he's got two of these fuckers, so he's going to do it twice.
Great.
Okay, so hand axe thrown. I think it's the same modifier.
Yeah, it's strength.
Okay. Which I need to remember is less.
It doesn't
He's
just
down-
say on your to hit and stuff like that,
I can't edit the character sheet, so it doesn't.
but it's in your inventory. Did you not update it when I included
No, I
all
did.
that, sir?
Get up.
Yes, there is
Get up.
one
Get
to
it.
hit modifier. There is not a difference between like swinging and throwing.
Okay, then it's strength.
Okay, so that is going to be -2, so it's going to be a +5 to hit. Okay, dirty 20.
That's just a hit.
Okay. And the other one misses. That's a 12.
Okay, so how much damage you got there?
One. Max damage, so 10. 10 points of non-magical slashing damage.
Okay. It mostly passes through, but you do see like the light fade a little bit from this will-o-wisp and then kind of come back not quite as strong as before. So you did a little bit of damage.
Get this bug a magical weapon.
All right. The will-o-wisp's turn. Must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can. It can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. And it must use the dash action or try to escape. So the will-o-wisp just continues to run and starts moving towards the west. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. So it moves to the west 50 feet, flying away. Next up is the shadow next to Dr. Seuss, and it is once again going to try and touch you.
If you'd like to surrender, now would be a good time.
That's a 15 to touch you?
I'm afraid that is not quite enough for this old guy.
All right, so this shadow starts to reach out, and as it's reaching out towards you, Dr. Seuss, one thing that's interesting is like its form takes a more physical shape. And it looks like it grows smaller and more poignant before becoming more amorphous. But for a split second, it looked like a shadow of a kobold soldier. All right.
Oh my.
We are back up at the top of the order with Nobon, who is going to Sacred Flame that bitch. So that shadow needs to... He literally looks over and he's like, Sacred Flame, bitch! But that's that's a 4 for the shadow. Definitely not beating that. So 2d8. Radiant, right? Just double check. Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be so good for everybody. Yeah. 8 and 8. So that shadow just gone.
Wait,
and I will
max damage on that.
I rolled. Yeah, I did. So
That's
that would have
insane.
32 points of damage because of the vulnerability to the shadow. And I will say because the will-o'-the-wisp is continuing to run. Actually, everybody else would have gone again. So I'm going to say that will-o'-the-wisp is gone. And you guys are out of combat. So here you are. Nobon keeps this light kind of around themselves. But what happens now as this fight ends? Bug removes Cletus's body from off of his lance. What are you thinking?
I should like to examine this creature. Sefel, what do you think? This is surprising.
It's quite disturbing looking. Can I do any kind of intelligence check to better understand this thing?
I will say for anybody who's interested, Arcana or Religion check.
Right.
Okay. 22 Arcana.
Okay.
1 religion.
16.
Nice. I think between all of you, as you study over this creature, that it's one of the things that leads you to believe Sefel, from what you've kind of gleaned through your own illithid nature, and then Dr. Seuss through your readings and your travels, is that sometimes the elder brains, in an effort to preserve their own life, can turn towards more macabre measures. And sometimes those attached to the elder brain can undergo a horrific kind of process, essentially turning into undead. And the tendency to want to consume brains for nourishment as an illithid just goes totally haywire. But their minds are also mostly destroyed, and they become these feral creatures, totally obsessed with sating their hunger. And because their mind has been destroyed and is attached to the now like ruined elder brain, that allows it to disrupt the psyches of others. The other thing you notice, because of its tentacles having all of these like horrible fangs and its jaw being very different from yours, is you believe from your readings, Dr. Seuss, and your study of it now, that if it had been able to grab onto Scylla when they were kind of facing off, if it had managed to grapple her, it would have begun to consume her mind. Not physically consume, but eat like her soul, in a sense. And it had this ability called Drink Sapience. So you would have had to make a wisdom saving throw. If you failed, you would have taken a number of psychic damage and gained a level of exhaustion. And if you had been reduced to 0 hit points, you die outright. There is no save other than that, because it is literally consuming everything that makes you who you are mentally. So that's what you learn of this horrible Cletus Hesk.
Yeah, I think Sefel gets a little bit of a shiver up his spine at the thought that had a few more things in his life gone wrong, this may have been a path for him.
It's possible.
It seems like you are quite lucky to deflect its blows the way you did. That could have been quite onerous for you.
I do not think it had anything to do with luck, Dr. Seuss. I am quite skilled in the manners of battle. It was my prowess alone.
You were incapacitated for quite some time, actually.
I would say perhaps 6 seconds.
Perhaps 6 seconds too long, then.
Perhaps. She's like staring at Dr. Seuss.
And he's like totally oblivious to it. Like, he's like, yep. How's everyone doing? No, we did a good job there, didn't we?
Do we have any reason to think that there are more of these?
I don't believe... Well, Laertes said they saw this group moving. I don't recall him speaking of any larger number or larger movement. For the sake of this being a training run, I think it is safe to say we may be able to return.
I'm just going to remind you all, he had said that there was almost a small force led by some kind of armored figure. It's entirely up to you if you continue to pursue that. I'm just letting you know that was what he had said.
I
retcon that.
We've just faced a remnant of those forces, and those shades we beat down were the ephemeral vespers of our kingdom companions. The greater force is still in the field.
Indeed.
Can I do some like tracking? If this is a heavily armored individual, is there like any trace of them on which direction to go next?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. You can even use the NPCs that you have there with their toolkits. Go ahead and roll survival checks to kind of check up on this stuff.
All right, Sylvie. That is it. 27.
Nice.
18 plus
Damn.
9.
All right. You, as you are kind of searching through these tunnels and these caverns here, you find that as you move to the west, that there are more of these branching areas off, and then you find like amongst the area that you're in now, you find a small set of tracks that and then turn into a series of what look like booted footprints and then like bare footprints in a weird conglomerate, but it looks like a larger host of semi-equipped or not quite equipped people moved through here and continued on to the west.
Well spotted, Sylvester. I believe our quarry lies this way.
Perhaps we should move now if everyone is ready to do so.
Was there one
Lead on.
A respite?
Mine, I don't know.
I don't think we're all fine.
Okay. Yes.
What a dumb thing to say.
Tally how?
And
all right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, it's okay.
No. I was just NPC's good on my end, so we're good.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me another survival check as you begin tracking down this kind of host.
Dirty 20 from Sylvie.
Nice.
Doing great as Sylvie. Goddamn. Okay.
Scylla and Sylvie.
Hee. We
Man,
like
Jimmy's
that.
gonna get jealous.
The
Yeah.
crew
Love it.
continues.
Let him be jealous. Let him know. Okay. You guys continue to follow this host's path, and as you do, those of you that are more arcane sensitive, I should say, and I think Dr. Seuss, this includes you just from your vast studies. I think it's just a thing of like you can totally pick up on it even though you don't use it per se. But as you continue to follow this, Sefel, you begin to notice in the walls, and Dr. Seuss, that there are more crystalline growths beginning to kind of peek out from this area. And eventually you start to see that the tunnel is opening up wider and more of these growths are coming in, and you can feel this energy kind of coming from these crystals, and you pick up on it that it is the Pharez, that you are coming into a far more Pharez infused area. However, you then step into, as you round a corner, you hear this like actually, everybody roll me perception checks.
22 for Seuss.
Okay.
19 for Sylvester. 5 for Scylla.
Okay.
6 for Sefel, dirty 20 for Bug.
All right. So those of you above a 15 begin to hear what sounds like metal kind of moving on metal, and the padding of feet and murmuring. And then those of you that got close to a 20, you hear what sounds like smashing and like the crinkling of almost like glass of sorts. And then a couple of you also hear and you hear this coming from up the way, but as you look in that direction to the west, you see that this purplish blue light is beginning to kind of fill that entrance area. And I think at this noise, Nobon actually decides that having the light active is probably not for the best. What do you guys do?
For a quick second here, Hubie is gonna like step forward, call a halt, and then he is gonna use his psychic whisper ability.
Mm-hmm.
Which, let's see, so he's gonna link his mind to Scylla, Sefel, and Susuro.
Okay.
And they will remain linked for the next 5 hours.
Nice.
He's gonna like, hey, I'm walking over here. Everybody hold up here. I'm gonna go scout ahead real quick. Just hold back here. I got my mind radio on.
I think Scylla is shocked when this happens. She
How dare you touch my mind?
She like stands and like has her weapon ready, like looking around, like who did that?
Who done it? It's me. Seriously. I'm touching my head. Come on.
Can we speak both ways freely?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, I imagine there's like she's like fully broadcasting her thoughts, which are like,
yeah.
She's
like, who the fuck is this weird talking dude?
Yeah, right.
It's me. It's Hubie. Come on.
Pick me up some gabagool if you find any.
Yes, this is surprising, but I will remain attentive.
Listen, I'm good at what I do. Understand that. And then, he's gonna try to stealth ahead.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Natural 20 for a 27.
He's good at what he do.
Okay. With that, I'm going to move you to the new map and then describe this scene to our audience. And I think everybody's going to be a little surprised.
Oh dear.
Hubie crouches forward. You are down on the bottom right-hand side of this map. He peers around the corner and sees this colossal cavern filled with ruins of old buildings, perhaps something of a tower. There's a couple that are somewhat complete, but all scattered amongst these large crystalline structures of emitting this blue purplish light are skeletons, some wrapped up in armor. You see zombies, you see some shadows flittering from corners to corners, and all the way to the north on this kind of raised ledge-like area, you see this large crystal that has gone up and branched out almost in a tree-like shape. And within this room, you feel this like, Hubie begins to feel this like pressure on their body, like they feel heavier and heavier. And what they notice most specifically is as they look up to this glorious crystalline-like tree is that parts of it, its branches, are being struck down by some of these skeletons and are then being crushed by a large figure on the ground below it. And they see there is this large kind of cloak coming over them, and off of one side, one shoulder, is what looks like a large boar's head. And they see this massive hammer get raised up and brought down on these crystals and just smashing it. And there's like this as the energy dissipates from the crystals that are now smashed on the ground. What does Hubie do?
Holy shit. I think he's like looking out, still staying stealth. He's like, giving back snippets of what he sees. Towards the west here, is this like a intact?
Yeah, it's a semi-intact building.
He is gonna stealthily make a break for it.
Can Sylvester can Sylvester cast Pass Without Trace on everyone?
If that's what you want to do, sure.
I definitely do want to do that.
Okay. Is Hubie relaying everything to the party? Or is he just like totally struck and is like, oh shit, I'm gonna get in close?
No, he's relaying. And he's like,
okay.
Yeah, there's skeletons everywhere. There's a bunch of dead guys out here. There's a whole army of dead guys, and shit, there's a magic tree over here, and there's a guy cracking it up. He's got a boar's head. Can you believe that? Where's my gabagool? You didn't come prepared to do the voice, okay?
No, that's great. It's good.
Selling it.
But he also wants to he wants to see, and I guess actually he'll get a message back from Seuss. Are there any defendable positions over there? Can you see anywhere we could fight from, or must we base a hasty retreat? And with that, Hubie is going to try to make it to that structure and see if he can get a look inside.
Okay. But Sylvester is casting Pass Without Trace.
Yes.
Sam?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So you get a +10 Hubie on top of all your other bonuses to this stealth check.
Which I think means you can't roll lower than a 17.
If only reliable talent had hit yet. But it's very close. It's a 23.
Wow. Well, on the skeleton closest to the building, I rolled a natural 20. And yeah. Let's see here. Because technically, if we were doing it really by the rules, natural 20 would only matter in combat. I will say, because it does have a -1 to wisdom, that Hubie just manages to get inside, and I will reveal the rest of this area inside this once kind of structured house. You can see most of it as Hubie like steals in, the door kind of like breaks, and I bet Hubie like quickly catches it and lowers it down. You think the structure hasn't been lived in, and the styles Hubie doesn't even recognize for hundreds of years, possibly.
I mean, there's an old-ass house here. Walls are intact, pretty much. Got a few doors here. I don't know if that's useful to you guys. And I think at that, Seuss will turn to the... Actually, just to the two that he's mind-linked, or three that he's mind-linked with. Scylla, Savel, this is quite a tall order. I might suggest that either we must maintain a beachhead or beat a retreat. There's a overwhelming number of forces, though they're not in and of themselves terribly strong. We'd have to create some choke points or we'd be overrun.
What is a beachhead?
Yes. So a beachhead is when you arrive in an amphibious attack and you wish to gain purchase upon the enemy's soil. This might not really hit for you, as amphibious warfare is really your bread and butter.
Yes, it did not make any sense at all.
Yes, well, you can breathe underwater.
Is there something to be said for perhaps crushing the head of the snake, as it were?
There is a snake.
Metaphorical speaking. Would it be beneficial if we take out the leader? Do we think that will
yes, to
sort of abet the rest of the fight?
Dash forward and take out the leader.
Or sneak around.
Yes, if we could sneak around, we could get up close, take them out, and yes, that is a viable strategy, though not without a risk. He also will just sideline Sisafel. Is she always like this?
Can I hear that?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nuance is a bit of a hard sell. But speak plainly and she will follow through.
Very well then, friends. Do you wish to attempt a strike here, or will we beat a retreat?
You guys continue to hear that like large shattering of limbs from this crystalline structure come down, and then that large figure with its hammer.
Yeah, can I do some sort of check on this crystalline structure?
Yep.
Does this seem to just be a hub of Ferez energy, or is there something more to this crystal?
Roll an Arcana check.
Can in using the descriptions that are sent by Hubie of this armored individual,
yeah,
could I know my enemy?
Ooh.
Like, we're observing them for at least a minute.
Roll a stealth check for me, Scylla.
Happy to. It's a 25 plus 2 for 27.
Okay. I think Hubie's telling this, and something is nagging you in your mind. And so you creep forward to see if you can get a personal peek at who this character is. Sefel, what'd you get for your Arcana check?
I used a knowledge from a past life, and I got a total of a 24.
Okay. You definitely think that there's Ferez energy here. However, from what you can see as you're looking through the tunnel out there, and what I imagine you're like thinking of this crystalline structure, it's making you think of the crystal that is used in your staff. It is giving you very strong vibes of that. Yes. Scylla, you just get down to the corner and you peek around and you look up towards the large ledge in the back where this large figure is just banging down. You hear this glass and then this... And you look at that cloak and you're like, I don't know that I've seen this one, but I've been told of this cloak. And you see this figure, like, after the next large limb, this tree is getting smaller and smaller, and that energy is being released over and over as it continues to smash it. Turns around, and we see in its hand is this short-handled maul that has been clobbered and kind of broken at the front and then comes back into this large, thick beak, and it looks almost unwieldy. And you see this wrenched, wrought armor covering most of its body. However, the mailed hand that grips the hammer is skeletal. And atop all of this sits a skull with burning red eyes. And I think you relay this to the others.
For sure.
And Sefel, with your intelligence, you're like, no fucking way. It's Arthur Vane as an undead.
No.
And we'll see you guys next time.
What?
Ooh, boy, I didn't see that one coming, and I still don't know what vocal fry is. But if you like the podcast, you can like, follow, subscribe on us on all them social medias. And if that's just not enough for you, come on down to our Discord and ask Will, bro, what the hell?
What the fuck?
And if he satisfies you with his answer, as I know he will, you can drop a coin to us on our coffee page. Is it spelled coffee? No, it's spelled coffee, but it's pronounced coffee. And that I am 50% sure on.
KO-FI/the Maddest Table, thanks.
Ko-Fi.
Basic math is my arch nemesis, and so is spelling. So, welcome to another episode of the Maddest Table. Hope you had a great time. I sure did, and we'll see you next time when we try to avert our own almost inevitable deaths.